You asked for it, so now let's do it again. So in my last video, I decided to put 24 coaches from Just Dance into a Hunger Games simulator, and you guys seem to have liked it, so much so that a lot of you have wanted me to make a part 2, so here you go. If you haven't seen my first part, please, I highly suggest you do. It was really fun to make. I had so much fun not only recording this, but also editing it too. It was just so much fun. Watch it if you want to. I picked 24 new coaches, all based off of your comments. Thank you so much for commenting, by the way. I highly appreciated it. So now, allow me to introduce you to our fellow tributes participating today. In District 1, we have Liv and Blake, the coaches for Bring Me to Life. 2 people who aren't dating. They're only friends. Yep, that's right. Just friends. Nothing more. Yet. In District 2, we have Scotty, the coach for Sunroof / Cradles, and Nikki, the coach for Soyo. In District 3, we have Liza Friday, the coach for Last Friday Night, and Phoenix, the coach for Therefore I Am and All the Good Girls Go to Hell. In District 4, we have Panda Fan and Dear Stan from Give That Wolf a Banana. Listen, man, I pick the coaches. This is my video, so you don't get to judge me on who I pick. In District 5, we have 2 coaches that were pretty requested, and I don't blame you. We got Luis Dials, the coach for Telephone, and Felicia, the coach for Bloody Mary. In District 6, we got another iconic duo here. We got Lael and Gabriella, the coaches for Wasabi Extreme. In District 7, we are bringing in the clowns with Foley, the coach for Funhouse, and Ilu Kim, the coach for Akeda. In District 8, we got Cygnus, the coach for Beggin, and Rubica, the coach for Wannabe. In District 9, we have Calypso and Triton, the coaches for Provenza. In District 10, we have Mothican, the coach for Cure For Me and Good Ones, and we have Chacaron, who, believe it or not, is the second most suggested coach I had received. People really wanted him. So here you go. I do this for you guys. In District 11, we have the most requested coach I have ever received. We have Clementine, the coach for Can't Tame Her, aka Avery, and Freya, the coach for Love Me Land. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't include Clementine in part 1, but to make it up for you, she's here now. Clementine, no pressure, but I have a feeling a lot of people are gonna be rooting for you. And finally, for District 12, we have Panda and Rudolph. I included them because honestly, is it really a Just Dance related video to not include Panda and his buddy? I thought so. So these are our new tributes participating today. Will they be as chaotic as the last group? Oh, I hope so. Like last time, place your bets on who you are hoping to win. And now, without waiting any longer, let's proceed. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Mothican, Panda Fan, Dear Stan, Cygnus, Liza, and Nikki run away from the cornucopia. Clementine severely slices Triton with a sword. We just started! Rubica grabs a backpack, not realizing it's empty. Leo, Louise Dials, Liv, and Blake share everything they gathered before running. Phoenix runs away with a lighter and some rope. Gabriella, Scotty, and Chacaron work together to get as many supplies as possible. Freya receives a Triton from inside the cornucopia. Calypso shoots an arrow into Foley's head. Okay. Felicia breaks Panda's nose for a basket of bread. Dude, these new coaches, they did not come to play. Ilu Kim gathers as much food as they can, and Rudolph grabs a backpack, not realizing it is empty. Day 1. Dear Stan defeats Felicia in a fight, but spares her life. Mothican, Scotty, Gabriella, Liza, and Cygnus hunt for other tributes. That's a pretty interesting group right there. Blake stabs Louise Dials in the back with a trident. No! Blake, how could you? Ilu Kim injures themselves. Freya makes a wooden spear. Rubica receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Panda receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Honestly, that's fair. I mean, people love Panda. Liv falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Chacaron begs for Rudolph to kill him. He refuses, keeping Chacaron alive, okay? Calypso receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Nikki tries to sleep through the entire day. Panda Fan sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Phoenix and Leo split up to search for resources, and Clementine collects fruit from a tree. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Triton of District 9, Foley from District 7, Louise Dials from District 5, and Liv from District 1. Night 1. Clementine and Freya receive clean water from an unknown sponsor. It's for me, guys. It's for me, by the way. I love these two. Rudolph, Calypso, and Panda discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. That's a cute trio. Lael is awoken by nightmares. Ilu, Kim, and Scotty talk about the tributes still alive. Liza Friday tends to Felicia's wounds, while Phoenix tends to Blake's wounds. Dear Stan receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Rubica and Nikki huddle for warmth. Chacoron, Mothican, and Panda Fan sleep in shifts. Gabriella tries to treat her infection. Oh no, she's infected! And Cygnus dies from hypothermia. What is it with these coaches and just dying out of nowhere from hypothermia? Last time it was Night Swan, and now Cygnus? You know what? At this point, these two might as well just be together. They might as well be canon at this point. These two deserve each other. Day 2. Felicia and Chacoron hunt for other tributes. Dude, what a powerful duo. Felicia and Chacoron. That's an awesome duo right there. Panda Fan collects fruit from a tree. Lael chases Mothican. Gabriella makes a slingshot. Blake, Panda, Rubica, and Liza hunt for other tributes. Ilu Kim tries to sleep through the entire day. Clementine overhears Rudolph and Phoenix talking in the distance. And Freya, Dear Stan, Calypso, and Scotty raid Nikki's camp while she's hunting. Scotty, that's your teammate. Do teammates just not matter? Does it not matter in the simulator? Okay, I guess it just doesn't matter. Only 1 cannon shot can be heard in the distance, and that was Cygnus from District 8. Rest in peace. Night 2. Panda Fan, Calypso, and Felicia sleep in shifts. Gabriella, Rudolph, and Mothican get into a fight. Gabriella triumphantly kills them both. No, not Rudolph! Gabriella, why? Nikki climbs a tree to rest. Rubica destroys Scotty's supplies while he's asleep. Oh, poor Scotty. Freya fends Panda, Ilu Kim, and Lael away from her fire. Blake dies from hunger. Oh, Blake, rest in peace, buddy. Liza Friday, Chacoron, Clementine, and Dear Stan sleep in shifts. That's a nice group right there. And Phoenix receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Day 3. Panda Fan overhears Nikki and Lael talking in the distance. Gabriella receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. It's me again, guys. I love her so much. Phoenix fishes. Chacoron practices his archery. How does one even grab stuff? How do you grab stuff? You're an inflatable. How do you? Okay. Ilu, Kim, Scotty, Felicia, and Rubica hunt for other tributes. Freya fishes. Liza overhears Calypso and Dear Stan talking in the distance. Clementine is pricked by thorns while picking berries. And Panda searches for a water source. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Rudolph from District 12, Mothican from District 10, and Blake from District 1. Night 3. Nikki thinks about winning. Scotty is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Freya, Gabriella, Felicia, and Clementine tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Hands down, this is the best group right there. Ilu Kim questions their sanity. Well, what else do you want me to say? That's just way too perfect right there. Phoenix and Chacoron talk about the tributes still alive. Rubica screams for help. Panda Fan, Liza Friday, and Dear Stan discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. I love how these two just add in another person just to have a trio. I love it. Calypso tends to her wounds, and Panda and Lael tell stories about themselves to each other. Night 4. Liza Friday, Panda, and Ilu Kim sleep in shifts. Phoenix destroys Panda Fan's supplies while he is asleep. Nikki is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Oh my god. So I read ahead. I'm sorry. Scotty and Chacoron threaten a double suicide. It fails and they died. I don't think it failed. What do you mean? Dear Stan destroys Calypso's supplies while she is asleep. Lael thinks about home. Rubica defeats Felicia in a fight but spares her life. Freya receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Again, it's me, everybody. It's me. Gabriella thinks about winning, and Clementine stays awake all night. I'm still not over Scotty and Chacoron. What do you mean it failed? Day 5. Nikki scares Liza Friday off. Calypso, Clementine, and Gabriella hunt for other tributes. Felicia tries to sleep through the entire day. Ilukim unknowingly eats toxic berries. No, not Ilukim! Leo practices her archery. Panda questions his sanity. Aww. Deerstan tends to Phoenix's wounds. Freya receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Again, it's me, guys. And Rubica and PandaFan hunt for other tributes. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Scotty from District 2, Shakuron from District 10, and Ilukim from District 7. Night 5. Rubica tends to Clementine's wounds. Leo spears Gabriella in the abdomen. Girl, that's your teammate. That's your bestie. Does this just not matter? Does it not matter in the simulator at this point? I don't know. I don't know. But that's your bestie. Deerstan, Panda, and Freya discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Nikki, Felicia, Liza Friday, Phoenix, and Calypso sleep in shifts. And PandaFan looks at the night sky. Day 6. Liza Friday kills Leo for her supplies. Yeah, you don't like it when karma bites back, huh, Leo? Shouldn't have killed your bestie, that's all I'm saying. Phoenix picks flowers. Felicia collects fruit from a tree. PandaFan receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Clementine receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Calypso questions her sanity. Nikki camouflages herself in the bushes. Panda receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Deerstan shoots an arrow at Rubica but misses and kills Freya instead. No! 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Gabriella of District 6, Leo from District 6, and Freya from District 11. I'm skipping night 6 because, again, nothing happened that night. I'm not even going to point out anything. I'm just going to skip all of that. But in case you're curious, here you go. And we're moving on. Day 7. Liza Friday searches for a water source. Phoenix, Rubica, and PandaFan hunt for other tributes. Felicia kills Panda with a sickle. No, not Panda! Calypso runs away from Deerstan. Clementine makes a wooden spear, and Nikki constructs a shack. Only 1 cannon shot can be heard in the distance, and that was Panda from District 12. Night 7. Clementine repeatedly stabs Phoenix with death with size? So, I don't care. Clementine, what? Liza Friday screams for help. Nikki destroys Felicia's supplies while she's asleep. Rubica quietly hums. Calypso starts a fire. Deerstan is awoken by nightmares, and PandaFan stays awake all night. The feast. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Clementine, Rubica, PandaFan, Calypso, and Liza Friday all decide not to go to the feast. That's very smart. Felicia sets an explosive off, killing Deerstan. No! And Nikki falls into a pit and dies. You know, at this point, it really isn't a Hunger Games simulator without having someone just randomly falls into a pit and dies. I'm just disappointed. Day 8. Liza Friday steals from Calypso while she isn't looking. Felicia sprains her ankle while running away from PandaFan, and Rubica diverts Clementine's attention and runs away. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Phoenix from District 3, Deerstan from District 4, and Nikki from District 2. Night 8. PandaFan cries himself to sleep. Well, no duh, he just lost his buddy. Liza Friday catches Rubica off guard and kills her, not Rubica! Clementine severely injures Calypso and leaves her to die. Dude, Clementine this whole entire time has been way more brutal than the bride. You know, I really want to say that I am rooting for Clementine to win this, but the last time I rooted for a coach, it did not go so well. While running away from Tracker Jackers, the bride grabs Frost Princess and throws her to the ground. Are you serious? And Felicia quietly hums. Day 9. Liza Friday repeatedly stabs Felicia to death with these thingies. Not Felicia! No! At least she made it far. And Panda Fan tends to Clementine's wounds. You know, Panda Fan has been so wholesome. He's been so wholesome the whole time, and I feel bad if he dies next. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Rubica from District 8, Calypso from District 9, and Felicia from District 5. Guys, we're down to our final 3 tributes, and only one in particular has been a little more brutal than the other 2. Who will win? Honestly, your guess is as good as mine, but let's see. I'm gonna just speedrun this one. Night 9, Panda Fan goes to sleep, and Clementine and Liza Friday receive stuff from unknown sponsors. That's basically it. Day 10. Oh my god. Clementine stabs Liza Friday while her back is turned, and Panda Fan dies from hunger. Wait, that means the winner is Clementine from District 11! Let's freaking go! I'm not gonna lie, after how Liza Friday was playing, I was kind of scared she was gonna win. And I was kind of thinking Panda Fan was gonna win too. And oh my god, Clementine got the most kills. She killed 4 people! That's more than the bride! Are you dude, Clementine is the MVP. There's no denying. This is insane. Oh my god, finally! A coach I was rooting for finally won! Yes! So that concludes our second Just Dance Hunger Games, and I was honestly pretty surprised with a lot of these results, for better or for worse. But I hope you guys liked it. Subscribe to the channel and like this video if you want to see more of these types of videos. Also, comment below what coach you'd like to see participate in part 3. That is, if you want me to make one, that is. And again, if you haven't seen part 1, I will link it in the description below in case you want to see it. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!